So this is a very old video. I went to Calgary April 28th and 29th. So this was actually April 28th, early in the morning. I took off and I landed at 8:35 a.m. in the morning in Calgary. And I went to visit my mom. And how it came about was I was blessed by the Lord heavily. My sponsor, who sponsored me for my baptism, paid for my airfare to get to Calgary. And I was very scared because I am 36 years old and I've never been on a plane. And in these videos, you hear me like freaking out a little bit upon takeoff. Like I was freaking out while we were just getting ready to, like, I didn't even know. I thought we were going to take off now, but we were heading to the runway in these clips right here. And then when we get to the runway, we stop for a short period of time. And then all of a sudden I hear like the engines starting to like get louder and louder and louder. And then all of a sudden it just takes off. And I literally felt like I was being pushed through my seat. And so the experience of taking off was very frightening for me. I was scared. I even cried a little bit. And so I was like really terrified. And then once we were up in the air though, I started being mesmerized. Like, how are we flying and not falling out of the air? And I was just like wondering. And then when we started getting higher and higher, my ears started popping. And then we were at a cruising altitude. So then I was way more calm, obviously, by then at the cruising altitude. And I started seeing how beautiful the world actually is from up high. And I was like, wow. And I was just looking down at the mountains and lakes and like scenery. And I was just like in awe. And I was like, no wonder God says in the beginning of the Bible that he looked at the earth and he said, it is good. And I said in my head, Lord, no wonder you said the earth is good. It is good. It is beautiful. And I was just really astonished at how beautiful the world truly is. And I got some really great footage of the sun rising over the mountains. And like, it was just beautiful. I also thought it was really interesting how when you're coming into landing, how houses look like. Have you ever played Monopoly and you had those little house icon things, the little plastic Monopoly houses that you could place on the board? They look like that, and some of them look like Lego, and then others looked like a toy town, honestly. And the cars moving were so small they looked like ants. And then as I was coming into Calgary, they started getting progressively larger. And so it was like one right after another getting really, really big. And it was beautiful. Just the whole thing. Landing was scary too. So takeoff and landing were the scariest parts. I'm okay as soon as I'm way up in the air. I was very calm. I was calm enough to have a coffee. So I was not freaking out too badly after I got up in the air. But before that, I was, hyperventilating a bit and very terrified. And then landing, I was quite terrified too. And then I was fine. I got lost in the airport in Calgary. I almost didn't make it out of the airport. But thankfully, I was asking people. Apparently, I accidentally went in the wrong direction and I ended up in departures when I was supposed to be in arrivals. And I have no idea how I don't know how that happened, but and then I ended up going downstairs to arrivals, finally finding the carousel. And then I saw the doors, and then I finally left, met up with my dad. Then we went straight to see my mom. It was a fun trip. I spent a lot of time with my mom. I found a Catholic church that was like right across the football field of the school in the backyard of her nursing home. So I literally just went across to that church for mass on Saturday morning I did. And it was amazing. The priest there was so accommodating for me not being able to eat solids and needing to take the wine instead of the Eucharist. So he was fine with giving me the blood of Jesus. And he even put a crumb, like the smallest speck of the Eucharist in there for me. It was beautiful. He was very, very nice. And so that was like the most amazing thing I've ever experienced in my life. And I'm so glad that I got to experience a plane ride for the first time, even though I was quite old when it happened, but still, better late than never. And I know it's quite a times later since I decided to post this, but life happens, and I wanted to make sure that I got this up now before I didn't have any time to do it later. Anyways, I'll let you enjoy this footage and laugh at me and my noises during the flight and enjoy the scenery. And I hope that you enjoy this video. It was wonderful, and I'm so glad that I got to experience this. It was a great experience, and I hope everyone gets to one day, for the first time ever, experience a plane ride, because it is truly, truly amazing. Amazing. All right, I'll catch you in the next video. Later for now.
Smoking is only permitted in designated smoking areas. You may now connect your personal electronic devices